Pretty busy day, so I'm going to try to share a little bit of what's happening. Today is a pretty busy day, so I'm going to try to share a little bit of what's happening, what I'm up to. Wow. A lot of people, they family and friends, when we say we're very busy here, wow. A lot of people, we all busy. Family and friends, when we say we're very busy here, we are normally say, yeah, we're all busy. It's not Malou and I, come on, it's not very busy little family, and we are really busy. Since people don't really believe Malou it, I'm just going to try very busy little family. Give a few examples and show. Since people don't really believe it, I'm just going to try to give a few examples and show. I'm just going to share with you why we're so busy. Actually, today I was ill. I woke up this morning, like yesterday, feeling not too good. Blood coming out of my nose from a pretty aggressive flu. There was a headache and fatigue in general, stuff like that. So I decided not to go to work. I called ill. And while I was at home, I thought, let me just get a few things done since, I'm home anyway. And there's so much to do. And before you know it, you're deeply involved in all kind of practical projects and things you need to do. And so first of all, I had to go to the Control Technique to get the car checked. You know, the yearly check. You have to do that every year. It takes about an hour. You drive far away, you get into a little garage, they check the car. Luckily, nothing was wrong. I don't need to do anything about the car. All is good. Come back home, I get my stamp, pay 40 euros. It's done. Voilà, fini. Then another thing we need to do, we want to get a cleaning lady to get a bit of help in the home. So I've been sending already 4 or 5 emails to different companies, but they don't reply. But finally I took the time to call one of these companies, and bang, I was lucky. The first one said, yeah, we are ready, we will show up Friday. So we got an appointment already Friday to have a cleaning lady. That's a bit of relief to have some help there. Then you got to do the practical things in the house, like carry the garbage out, and you got to sort all your garbage. So in order to not pay too much, because in this country you pay per kilo, at least where we live, you pay per kilo that you get picked up of garbage. So in order to get that down, you have to sort the garbage into paper and cans, bottles, everything. And I don't mind. I think it's really good for the environment, but it takes a bit of time. So we gather all our organic stuff and compost, but you have to walk all the way back down into the garden and all the way back with special boots because it's very dirty down there. So in general it takes 5-10 minutes. Just another little thing. Right now I'm going to deliver a lot of glass, old glass, bottles, jars, things that are piling up in the household as well. Got to deliver that somewhere special. It's for free, but as well, it takes time. Then, another example. From work, every year we get some kind of special tickets. It's kind of a gift, a yearly Christmas gift. And one of them this year was 100 euros of tickets that you can use for either sport or culture. And there's a little bit of pressure. You need to find a place to spend this money because you can't spend them everywhere. You can't pay with them online, so you have to kind of figure out which place can I use them, and then find out what you want to use them for. And so I spent some time figuring out which concerts, for example, to go to. So I booked 4 concerts, which is great. I'm really looking forward to it for this spring concerts. And now I have to go and pick up the tickets in town because you can't pay with them online. So voila, that's another thing to do. Let me just take a break while I go and deliver the glasses. Maybe I can turn the screen this way so you can see it. Maybe, I don't know. No, it doesn't seem like it. Anyway, I'll leave it on. Getting the bottles.
Did you hear that? Did you see that? Bunch of glasses being broken. Dirty. Dirty, dirty.
Okay. We always got these practical cleaning things in the car. You shut it down like that and it's humid, nice and humid. It's already soap inside so you can wash your hands or the car a little bit. Voila. Okay, fini. Next stop. I'm ill. I have a day off from work because I'm ill. And still I'm fooling around doing lots of stuff. It could give you a sense of bad consciousness. I do have bad consciousness with that. On the other hand, we work so bloody hard at Echo, I don't care. There's so much to do. So from time to time I take a day off, I pretend I'm ill and I get some stuff done. I admit it, not to my colleagues, but I admit it to you, my video viewer. Yeah. Anyway, should we go to IKEA? I'm not sure. Yeah, I kind of need to look at the better equipment for the TV. Yes, I need that one. It's 1 o'clock right now, and I need to get a lot of stuff done in town. I haven't even begun yet. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do in town. I have to pick up these tickets. It takes easily 20 minutes. Then I'm going to a Danish library. There is a Danish library downtown Brussels, which is pretty nice because I get to, for free, borrow some Danish books, which means I can maintain my Danish, read Danish books, figure out what's happening in Denmark. Yeah, it's really nice. Nice to have a physical book instead of reading on the iPad or whatever. So I want to do that every month, or every second month. Go and borrow books and get some reading done. Then I want to go to a few places to try and sell some old antiquities we have. Our house is kind of lying around with old, it's very nice, high quality stuff, and I think I might even be able to get some good money for it, but we never use it. So, it's nice porcelain, nice silver cutlery, stuff like that we don't use anyway. So I'm going to try to sell that. Could easily take half an hour. Then I have this video camera in this box. Inside that video camera is a few cassettes of very important footage. It's footage from video footage from our marriage from 2012, and I really want to get this cassette converted into something that I can use, something digital that I can use, so I can make a nice video out of that. It's been lying around for 2 years now, 2.5 years, and it's not even our camera. We need to give it back to the guy who took the video for us. So another bad consciousness has been lying around there for a long time. It needs to be done. So I have a few shops that I believe I can get it done with. And actually I've already spent a lot of time doing this. I've been running into 3-4 shops trying to see who can convert it. Nobody can convert it, or they will cost a lot of money. I've been looking online. Are there any online services that can do this kind of stuff? Not really. Maybe only in America, and again then you have to send it all the way over there. So I'm not too optimistic with this one, but I gotta try. We cannot have this stuff lying around forever, and we really want those videos. Then, after that, going to visit 3 different flats and houses in the northern Brussels, because we're thinking of buying a house or a flat up there. So you have to visit a lot of places to really see, to find the good place, the good location, the good quality, not too expensive, close to school, church, whatever matters to us. So 3 of those. Then I'm going to pick up Malou in order to see these things. And when we're done with that, I booked a restaurant. We're going to have a restaurant to have a date, just the 2 of us. We rarely do that anymore, so that's one more thing to do. It's going to be very nice, romantic. And finally, when all that is done, we're going to go to the grandparents and pick up Grace. and finally go home and sleep. So yes, I didn't even mention everything, but you know, so much. It's a full day's work just trying to maintain your ordinary life. There's not even, I'm so busy I don't even have time to go to work. And I'm not saying this to complain, because I know you guys, you're all busy. But I don't know what's happening in 2015. It's just, we are over the top busy. Okay, here's IKEA. Yes. Spontaneous decision. It's 1 o'clock. I'm going to IKEA. Just trying to see if I can get it done. Okay, changed my mind. Not going to IKEA anyway. It's so hard to be in IKEA. You get so tired running around these enormous square meters of concrete floor. Okay, I just changed my mind one more time. I am going to IKEA. Yep. Because, you know, we have all this electronics in our living room, and they need to be organized, otherwise it's a mess. They need to be in a nice rack that we can close and lock so that Grace cannot destroy it, and at the same time it will look nice and neat. Yeah, so I gotta see if I can find a solution for this. So I'm unplugging this one. I am opening the door. And I have to bring the bag to the trunk. And don't forget the key. The car key. All right. And, you know, just a little detail like this here in IKEA. They play music from speakers outside on the parking spot. Just such a little detail that makes you feel good and makes you want to come back. All right, so we've been to IKEA. IKEA, like some people say IKEA. I say IKEA because I've been looking for that TV rack furniture for a year or something. 1.5 years, and I can't find it. Been looking online, been going to IKEA, been going to different shops. I can't find it. The thing I want is pretty complicated. I want something that is children safe, so little kids like Grace cannot come and open the cupboard to touch the modem, the decoder, the stereo, all these fine things that is giving us the sound and vision we want. So I need to be able to lock it with a key, so she can't get into it. The next thing, it needs to be not airproof, but the opposite. It needs to be nice holes so it can get ventilation, because these little machines, they do get quite hot. So that's the next thing. Third thing, it needs this when you close it, this cupboard needs to be made out of glass. The door needs to be made out of glass, because that's the only thing that the remote signal can go through. It can go through glass. It cannot go through metal or not wood either. So it has to be glass. Finally, this cupboard or whatever it is, it needs to have nice empty holes in the back so you can have loads of cables coming in and out, because there are a lot of them, and they are thick and they go in all directions. So it needs to be a pretty big space for cables going out in the back. And funny enough, this furniture doesn't exist. Maybe I should start designing one and start selling it, because I guess a lot of people must have this need. They need a nice modern rack for their electronics with lots of space for cables, lockable for thieves and kids and I don't know what, and still infrared safe. You know what I mean? It doesn't exist. Pretty surprising actually. Maybe in some very fine specialized shop, but you know, people don't. So I had a little bit of food to eat in IKEA, and yeah, I know it's not good quality and all that, but I couldn't help it. I like it. Very pretty good food. I'm sure all that food that they serve in IKEA has been frozen for month and month. They just yank it out of the freezer and they warm it up in ovens. I'm sure that's what happens all the time. I don't like thinking about it, but you get hungry out there and it tastes pretty good. So, can you see this thing here? I've been buying a rack in IKEA right there. What do you call that in English? A shelf. It's for our storage room. So we have things for all our storage, you know, bottles, extra milk, rice, vacuum cleaner, toilet rolls, all that kind of stuff. It's very nice to have extra storage like that. This is incredible. This is the main Turkish street here in Brussels, and it's always cramped. There's buses, taxis, cars, trucks. It's always day and night almost. It's totally jammed here. So like you just heard, people are honking, they are blocking the road, and the crazy thing is they like it. They like it here. That's why they come here. They like this bazaar feeling, this chaos. Of course, some of them are normal people and they don't like it at all. They want to go through, but they cannot. This is just a crazy place. Okay, we are coming to Botanique now. This is the concert venue where we normally go to concerts because they have the best concerts. They don't cost much and they have the most interesting bands, and it's a pretty nice location. It's different. It's an old botanical greenhouse that has been converted into a concert venue. It's pretty cool. Been to probably 15 concerts there, and now I just booked 4 more, so let's go and have a look. Okay, looking for a parking spot just to be able to go in and get those tickets. Okay, there's one here. Great. Let me take this one. Right there. Isn't it great? This parking, the behind parking sensor thing. It gives me a warning when I'm close, so pretty easy to know whether you're parking correctly or not. I love it. Okay, let's go.